Good morning, boys and girls. It is time for us to go over lesson 2 in Eureka Math. So hopefully you found yesterday's lesson pretty simple, and today we're going to learn even more about multiplication. But before we start that, I'm going to talk to you about your sprints. So today's lesson does include a sprint, an A and B version. So you'll need somebody to time you for 1 minute, completing sprint A. Then go over your answers, record how many you got correct, and then that's your goal, is to beat that number on sprint B. So then do sprint B for 1 minute, go over your answers, and see if you were able to get more correct the second time. Even one is great. So just see if you can do a little better the second time. If not, we're going to do these lots of days, so maybe tomorrow. But I do need you to do those sprints. So you're going to do sprint A first, then sprint B, 1 minute each. Everybody got that? Okay, simple enough. Okay, then the next thing we're going to do is a little group counting. So we're going to count to 18 forward and backward. Let's go over our signals one more time. Just like yesterday, a thumbs up means you're going to go to the next higher number. A thumbs down means you're going to go to the next lower number, and a closed fist means you're going to stop. Okay, so yesterday we didn't really stop much, and we may not today, but in the future I'm going to see if I can keep you on your toes by changing up and down from time to time. So we're going to count to 18 forward and backwards. So count with me. Are you ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, easy peasy, awesome job. Now we're going to do it again, but instead of saying every number out loud, we're going to whisper the first 2 numbers and then say the third number loud. So it's going to go like this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everybody got it? Okay, let's do it together. We're going to start at 1. So remember, first 2 were whispers, then we're going to say the third one out loud. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, great job. So if we only talk about the numbers we were saying aloud, not the whisper numbers, what were we counting by? We're counting by 1s, by 2s, by 3s, by 4s. What were we counting by? That's right, we were counting by 3s. So let's try it again, only this time we're not even going to whisper. the first two numbers. We're just going to think the first two numbers. So I'm going to go 3, 6. All right, here we go. 3, 6, 5, 12, 15. All right, awesome job counting by threes. All right, take out your whiteboards for just a moment if you can. You'll need a whiteboard and a marker. Okay, we are going to learn about arrays today. Arrays are just a special kind of picture made out of rows and columns. Okay, so let's review. Rows go across. Columns, let's spell that right. Columns go up and down. So if I want to make an array, I need to have columns and rows. So I can have so here I have rows of 2, columns of 3. So how many groups did I circle? I circled 3 groups. How many are in each group? 2. So 3 times 2 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could use addition, right? We could say 2 plus 2 plus 2. Which would also equal 6. So I didn't have to write a lot more this time for my addition sentence, just a little bit more. But what if I had 12 groups? Then I would have to say 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, and on until I got to 12. So it'd be much quicker to use the multiplication sentence. But do you remember from yesterday, what do we have to use multiplication? Very good, equal groups. So if I had one group of 1 and 2 groups of 2, could I use multiplication? No, because I have to have equal groups. So all of my groups have to have the same number of items in them. All right, great job. Okay, there is a template in your packet if you are a packet person, or attached as an assignment in the classwork that we're going to use today. So I am going to present my screen to you for a moment so we can take a look at that template. Noise. Okay, so let me find that template. Maybe. All right, I think we've got it. So let me present my screen so that you can see the template. Okay, so you should have a template that looks like this. You can pause the video to find that right now and then come back once you've found it. Okay, so this is an array because we have circles that are arranged in rows. Remember, rows go across, and columns that go up and down. So they have given you a template that is an array. Okay. We could turn our array sideways, and then we would have 3 rows. And if we turn it upside down, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rows. Okay, so we either have 10 rows of 3 or 3 rows of 10. Let's count and see how many circles we have altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay. If I just wanted to count each row, what would I count by? You see why I was practicing counting 3s. We can count by 3s. So we could say the first row is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Okay. So we can use these boxes here to fill in how many we have in each row. So we have 3 in the top row. Let's see. So I can put a 3 here, then 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30. I've labeled my template with each row. If I was continuing to count, when I get to the end of the first row, I have 3. When I get to the end of the second row, I have 6. When I get to the end of the third row, I have 9. When I get to the end of the fourth row, I have 12. When I get to the end of the fifth row, I have 15. When I get to the end of the sixth row, I have 18. And when I get to the end of the seventh row, I have 21. At the end of the eighth row, there are 24. At the end of the ninth row, there are 27. And at the end of the 10th row, we have 30 circles all together. So I can use my array to help me to multiply, because I can take my array and multiply my number of rows by the number of items in each row and come up with my total. So how many rows do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rows with 3 circles in each row. And we already did the counting by 3s and ended up with 30. So we know that 3 times 10 is 30. Okay? It's the same as 3 plus 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 3, which also equals 30. But I don't want to write all those 3s over and over again. So I see that I have equal groups of 3. I have 10 groups. So 3 times 10 is 30. All right, let me come back to you. Okay, so let's do another one on the board. I'm going to draw an array for you. If you can, hopefully you can see. It's just a little bit closer. Okay, so I'm going to make an array with 1, 2, 3, 4, rectangles in a row. And I'm going to make 3 rows. So I will have 3 rows of 4. Now you know I'm a teacher and not an artist. So I have 3 rows of 4. I have rows and columns. So what do I call this kind of diagram again? An array. That's right. An array. A-R-R-A-Y. It's an array. And I can use this to make a multiplication sentence. So how many rows do I have? 1, 2, 3 rows. And how many do I have in each row? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 4 columns. So I said 3 times 4 is 12. Let's check and make sure I'm right. Let's count by 3, 6, 9, 12. I'm right. Let's count by ones just to be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good job. All right. Let's do one more. I'm looking for my eraser. Oh, it's right here, stuck to my whiteboard. So on your whiteboard, I would like you to draw an array with 2 rows of 6. Okay, 2 rows of 6. So you can use circles, squares, whatever you like. 2 rows of 6. We don't need to spend too much time on our drawings. You can see that making a perfect drawing is not important. So 2 rows of 6. So I'm going to use circles because those are easy for me to draw. There's 1 row of 6. 2 rows of 6. Color them in a little so you can see them a little better. Okay, so how many rows did we say we had? Remember, rows go across. 1, 2. And we have equal groups. Remember, we have to have equal groups to use multiplication. So each of my groups has 6. So 2 times 6 is going to give me 12. I can change my arrangement. So now I'm going to make groups of 4. So now we have 4 groups with 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, I have 3 groups. 1, 2, 3 groups with 1, 2, 3, 4 circles in each one. And that's also going to give me 12. Okay, so that's how arrays work. So let's take a look at today's problem set. And we'll do number 1 together. So number 1, take a look at your problem set. Let me see if I can pull that up to share with you. That's not helpful. All right, so question 1, we have a picture of cars. Let me share this with you. Okay, so hopefully you can see this picture of cars, and it says how many rows of cars are there? So we have to remember rows go across. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of cars. So in the box, I'm going to type 4 and submit my answer. And I'm correct. Woo! I'm going to go to my next problem. So this is still part of number 1. This is part B. How many rows of cars are there? 4. We did that. And then how many cars are there in each row? So I have a row of 2, a row of 2, a row of 2, a row of 2. So there are 2 in each row. When it says do not include units or cars in your answer, it just means you don't want you to type in 2 cars because the computer can only read the numbers. So if you write 2 cars, it will mark that as wrong, even though 2 is the correct answer. So let's submit our answer, and we are correct. Okay, so go ahead and finish the problem set on your own. If you feel like you need more practice, then you can do the exit ticket. That is optional. That means you don't have to do it, but it is there to help you if you would like. Okay, remember that I will be available from 1 to 2 during office hours to help you if you have any problems. And if you want to meet any other time during the day, just send me an email and we can arrange to get together. So don't worry if you need some help. That's why I'm here, and I'll be happy to help you. So good luck with your assignment, and I will see you later. Thanks. Bye.